the thing about it now is that there's so much chaos and so much negativity floating around in your world. Don't you think it's about time to be more positive? You know, if we've been talking for a couple of weeks about the dynamic of the energy of Loosh and how all of that negative dynamic leads ultimately to what shall we say, a karmic tape loop that keeps adding to a dynamic of negativity. And yet there are still individuals within the dynamics of that negativity that are in fact creating a different reality for themselves and are beginning to, what shall we say, to affect the greater reality, to affect the consensus, to affect that dynamic of the loosh. And, you know, as we said last night, there are any number of things that are positive reflections, maybe certainly not as much as the negative stuff that's floating around out there, but every once in a while you get something like, you know, RFK changing sides or, you know, any number of other things that are happening that are more positive than are anticipated. And so there is a possibility of hope. There is a possibility of another dynamic. There is a possibility of that negativity not touching you unless you choose to participate in that dynamic. If you're looking at any sort of negative energy that you're being sucked into, you know, and you consider that any energy that is negative in that sort of way, you know, you're gonna call loosh just for the ease of labeling. But you know, what if you can take that and you can just simply say, no, I wish to move into love. I wish to stop being competitive. I wish to look at the other with caring, with compassion. Now, we're not talking about making yourselves martyrs or victims or anything like that, because if you maintain your superpower, and your superpower is what? Discretion.
Discernment.
Discretion. Or discernment. What's the difference? If you look at that dynamic and you are able to maintain that dynamic of discernment, even in the midst of those situations of negativity, remember, we wish to remind you that each time that you are faced with something that upsets you, that seems to come from the outside, that that rubs you the wrong way, you know, you have as much responsibility for what you don't do as for what you do. And so, you know, it's not, please, don't get it all in conflict around that one. You know, it's more of a dynamic of energy where you get to, you know, be more in the dynamic of the positive energy, but be empowered at the same time. In other words, know your reality. Do not be unconscious. Allow yourself to bring your consciousness, to bring your awareness to even the most mundane of tasks, and you will find yourself creating a reality that is so much more elegant than when you don't pay attention in that sort of way. Right. Good.